Hello, it's Vanessa with Clemens Crafts, and I'm bringing you today a digital kit of lace spools and journaling cards that I created called Under the Big Top, and it is inspired by antique and vintage circus ephemera. There are a total of 10 pages, and I used vintage circus theme images to create this. I also used bits and pieces of ephemera and pasted it into vintage backgrounds. This is a Barnum and Bailey ad. This is a French circus ad. And then as you can see here on the second page are the full cards, so that if you wanted to use these cards in a circus journal, you could simply cut them out, fussy cut them, or you can do what I'm going to do in this video, adhere them to chipboard. And because they're the same side, you'll have the front and the back. They coordinate so that you would have a journal card, or on this first page, a lace spool with chipboard that you would be able to hold your lace and your trims on. These make very cute Happy Mail also. If you're sending out bits of lace and trim wrapped around these, it's just fun. It just adds a little bit of cuteness. This is the second page. These are vintage W. Duke Sons and Company ads. That was a cigarette company. And then here are the journal cards that will go with it. And I love those. I love cigarette cards. They're just so cool. I know it's a really bad habit, but they sure did have the cutest art on those. This is the third and the fourth pages here. That is authentic vintage ephemera piece that I had. Now all of these have been edited, not with AI, but I have went through and brightened colors. This is the inside liner of an old book, an antique book. And what I love the most about images like this, a lot of people don't know, is that the paint was actually dipped and then gently stirred, and the plate was placed in that paint and lifted. So you will never find an antique book with the same genuine lining as another, because each time that plate was dipped, it was changed. So to me, these are some of the most unique pieces of art that we have from history. And I scan all my book liners that I get, because I know there are no two alike in the world, authentic ones in the world. And then this is an Arm & Hammer ad. And this was a French postcard there. I have a thing for the Pierrot costumes. I have a doll, a Pierrot doll there, and I love anything with those costumes. I love them. So all I did was go in and, for instance, this image wasn't quite wide enough. So see, I just went in and blended the backgrounds to extend into the area. It wasn't wide enough. Then there is these here that I love so much. These are stock images. And all I did was I went in to Canva and created the background and layered these on here. There's this. Here are the journal cards that go with the images. These two are stock images, very, very cute. And I wanted those to have a bright and vivid background. And also this here, this is Evelyn Bergstrom. She was a famous American actress. And then this is Zelda Bowden. She was an exotic circus performer from the 1920s. So, and then these here. And then the last 2 pages of the kit, I just threw in just random stuff that I thought I just couldn't skip over. I went in and cut slits here in my journal card so that I can have the beginning, for instance, of the string or ribbon or lace just tucked in there, so it's an easy start for me when I want to wrap that around the card. But I also included, these are scans of authentic, scans of authentic tickets here that I have done. And then this is an old Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus ad. These 2 at the top are 2 of my favorite, and I made them corresponding. So I did have to bring out a lot of the more blue in his costume, as well as remove, he was so old. These 2 images are from the 1700s. They were heavily worn. That's how I'll say it. So it took a long time to get those fellas cleaned up. A lot of patience. There are, I think, 3 or 4 shades of red in each piece of his clothing. And it drove me nuts, but we got it done. And then I added 2 little pockets there, of course, that you could cut out and use in your journals. Just, you know, as ephemera or, you know, add-ons to whatever fun thing you may be using. And that is the kit, you guys. That's the kit that I put out. And so I'm going to just show you how I use a digital printout to create one of these spools here. Very easy.